Arena? Okay, I'm gonna try this thing out. Keep on running. What are the buffs? Are there enough buffs to make egg work? I'm not even sure. Yeti's reasonable. Hand of a doll. Fungalmancer is in. How many wins did he get? I think we got 9? I saw a video of a 17-year-old who went and pushed a bear that was near her dogs in Cali. The one that was on the brick fence wall thing. I don't know. I saw that. That was a 17-year-old kid that was pushing that bear around. I thought it was an old lady. I mean, it was kind of grainy footage. It's an active doggo. They're going back and forth. There must be wild condor. All right, let's take the Yeti. The egg probably won't work. Oh, Libram. I think this guy was bad, right? At the end of your turn, cast a spell. Target's chosen randomly. Yeah, that card's kind of... I mean, if you're pulling a Libram or a Blessing of Authority on your guy, it's good, but... I think this card actually had some applications, like a mage deck that ran like Blizzard, Flame Strike, such and such. It could be very good, but I'm going to take the Libram. I'm sure Libram's still good. After your hero attacks, cast a secret from your deck. I mean, Freebooter's kind of doo-doo. Ice Ranger's kind of doo-doo. They're thrown off by your intense scent. They know me. They know me. Let's go Statue over Og Merchant, maybe? If I can pick up a second secret and use this weapon to swing and get 2, I think it's pretty good. A Statue here. I like Statue, though. Oh, this card's nasty. This card's really good, too. We've been playing with this one a lot. It is good. I wouldn't mind picking this up, but not here. I'm going to take Goody Two Shields. I never get that card. This card's good, too, though. I think they're close, but I think Goody Two Shields is better. Party Up. Ooh, first... Wow, of course. They nerfed first day of school. It's the first day of school I've gotten in 100 years. Party Up doesn't seem that good to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Dread's had it, like, kind of high. 3.5 out of 5. His chat gave it, like, 4 or 5 out of 5. I thought it was more like a... I think that card's good, but... I'm not super convinced it's a banger. Give it a try. Is a 1 mana first day of school that only gets you 2 1/1s that good now, though? If it's 1 mana to get 3, it's good. If it's 0 mana to get 2, it's good. If it's 1 mana to get 2 1/1s, it feels so much worse. It's like a worse acrobatic performers. Expendable performers? Much worse. Sometimes it'll be better, though. But, alright, let's try it out. Party Up. We'll go Pearl Tusk here. Blessing's nice. Oh, yeah, these are not. Blessing's good, though. Peon's nice. I would, like, let's say this was a turd. I would happily take a Noble Sack just to have a second secret. But I think a Peon's good. We need a 2. We need a lot of 2s. Scorpid? Ooh, Selfless Sidekick. Actually kind of cool. We have the one weapon. I think in a meta where, like, Silver Sword was in, you had a true silver, or if you could get the legendary weapon already, picking this could be pretty appealing. That said, this Griffin's so good. It's going to be hard to corrupt it, I'm sure, but not impossible. Wait, Basilisk is still in? I said it rotated, I guess not. We need a 2 so bad. The 3's better, but I'm just going to take the 2. It's a good 2-drop as well. Ooh, Dry Gulch Jailer. Add 3 silver hand recruits to your hand. That card was never super strong. It's probably okay, though, isn't it? Its core? Apparently so. Gotta be the Griffin? I think you gotta take the Griffin there. The upside's too high. Neophyte's a good 2. Pick 13 was too easy. Yeah, I'm giving you a different one. It was too easy. You got the next pick, Bert. It's yours. What pick am I on? This is 15. You got 16, okay? If anybody wants 17, call it now, alright? I'm going to take... I gotta take Neophyte. It's gotta be better. 17. Alright, this is Bert's pick. Which 2-drop do you want? Techies can have 17. If you guys make a terrible pick, I'm gonna override you, okay? I called 17 months ago. Okay. Everybody just say your pick. Also, if you take too long, then I'm gonna just pick so we don't take half an hour. 29, please. This is I want techies, okay? Oh my god, we could have had the thing. Level up. Didn't that card used to cost 5? I guess it was a problem in Odd Paladin, right? These are ass 3. I don't know if you're saying 3 like you want the 3-drop or you want the 3rd card, or you're saying they're all 3 ass and you're not picking. But I think Invigorating Sermon is actually pretty good, so I'm gonna take it. And I'm gonna assume you meant you want the 3rd one over. I'm gonna pass. Well, it's too late. You picked that. Nobody picked this one, so this is a Redbeard pick. I've really been impressed by Fungal. The problem is our curve's not really all that strong, so I'm just gonna take the Ectoplasm. I think it's a strong card, and it fills our curve. If you had 3 Ectoplasms and you needed a 5, I would slam the Fungal. How's Hunter? We had a 7-win Hunter. It felt not all that strong. Need a 6 or 2 soon, do we? All right, what is this? 19? Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god, I'll take this one, boys and girls. Cariel Roame is good. The other 2 really suck. Mogre is one of the stupidest, crappiest cards ever. Don't like it. Not fun. How is that not a holy card? We have 1 holy, 2 holies, 3 holies, 4. Pretty good. I mean, just a 4-mana 4/3 rush is better than both of these. If you have a Divine Shield, it's much better. If you ever get a discount, it's even better. We found our 6. I'm gonna pass on that. Somebody called 20. All right, Mr. Keeps. This is 19 coming up. This one's 19. Then you got 20. Okay, don't let me down. Draw a card. If it's a minion, transform it into a chicken. This card always made people think it was worse than it was. Drawing like your worst card or whatever and turning it into a chicken was fine. Getting an extra 1/1 or drawing a free spell was cool. These days the stats are too shitty, I think, to, you can still probably run it, but you don't really want to. Take a 3 or a better 5. I have a lot of 5s. I have 1 secret. I think I'm actually gonna take Gossip. All right, Mr. Keeps, this is yours. Can I have 30? Sure. Unless I forget. All right, Mr. Keeps, this one's yours. Ecto is the new piloted Shredder. It's really good. Can I play the first game? Sure, if you come over. Well, Red has been saying this about Hunter for months while not drafting it well. Well, it was one of the lower win rate classes. My last 2, Mole? No, no. You've been overridden. Fungal, come on. All right, who wants pick 21? Mole's okay. What are we gonna do with Mole? But yeah, my Hunter was lower. It was a low win rate class, and my last 3 Hunters have all been infinite. I'm sorry they didn't give me any good Hunter cards. Isn't this pick 22? This is 22. The last one, wait, was 21? I don't know. Can I have 24? Sure, Toast, you got 24. This is 22. This is 23. Proto Drake is 23. Master Toaster, you're on the clock for 24. 30 me. 30 is I main snipers. You guys can connect together. All right, this is Master Toaster. This is your pick. What's wrong with moles? Mole plus kings. What the fuck? What about Fungal plus kings? 25 for top D. All right, next one's top D. Still hand? You're right, it is hand. These guys both suck. Gibberer sucks. People, so I draft Paladin, and all the cards get nerfed, and they offer them all to me. Okay, this is top D. I'm actually gonna probably pick whichever one he says here. 26 me. Iceberry, you're 26. If I go to bed or watch you go 0-3. You can do both. Lay in bed, I'll go 0-3. By the time my run's over, you'll be asleep. This top D's pick, he's on the clock. Raider? Which one? The 2-drop or the 5-drop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want 30. Snipers has 30. Jordy has 29. And if I forget, I'm sorry. 26 Iceberry. Iceberry's on the clock. The 5? Okay. Iceberry, you're on the clock. You can only choose one of these. Just keep that in mind. But Iceberry, this is your pick. I want you to tell me which one you want here. Nobody's got 27, right? Somebody can call 27 right now if you want. One of you guys that didn't get a pick. But I gotta see 27. I gotta remember. Third. Third? You want the one with the third health, correct? You want the... Right? Okay, good pick. 27 is the Berserk Cactus. Sorry, eat me raw. I had my eye on Cactus. This is Cactus's pick. 29 Jordy, 30 Snipers. Who's got 28? Okay, high side's got 28. Newton Dog. Me, please. For what? Steward? Alright. This is very hard for me to figure out what the fuck is going on. This is somebody's pick. This is 28. High side has the pick. High side's on the clock. This deck looks like ass, by the way. Just fart city. What if we discounted Holy Light with Cariel? That's not good. I'd rather pay more so I don't have to cast it. Because I'm on heroin. Oh no. God, these suck. They're not great, no. Say Rock Rager. Say whichever your heart desires. We do have too many 5s, we do. Acolyte? Fine. Alright, Jordy's on the clock. I actually think all 3 of these are pickable. I honestly believe all 3 of these are pickable. And that 7-mana 6/6 pulling a Libram of Judgment is pretty cool. Deck is doo-doo. This deck looks like hot farts. I think I would have taken Showstopper. We had too many 5s, but nothing's gonna save this deck anyway. This looks like a bet on 5 or 6. I think it's a bet on 5, and we're gonna go 3 and 3. One of those runs. You think it's gotta be Libram? Whose pick is this? Jordy? I don't think it's gotta be Libram. I actually don't even think it is Libram here. Am I streaming from my boyfriend's house? No, my sister's house. I think the right pick is Brute, but I think you could argue any of them. You choose. No, you choose. It's Ogre. You can pick whichever one you want. Libram can close games with Smork. That's true. I just don't think, well, that is true. It does corrupt our Pearl Tusk, which we only have 2 enablers, and our Griffin. Carousel corrupt. I like it for that reason. I like the Brute because we have a Blessing and a Fungal. Middle? Okay. And then finally, I main Snipers gets to make the final pick. If he doesn't make it in a reasonable amount of time, that other guy can make it who wanted number 30. I forget who that was. I also owe one to Eat Me Raw, by the way. Remind me in the future. Eat Me Raw can have one. I love watching you before I gotta go to work. Thanks as always. Hey, Citizen Kane, I'm glad you're here. Seed Cloud can give me the sex. Does that mean you want that card? Because that's the one we're taking, regardless. I think that means you want that. Shivara? I don't know. I mean, I think this card can be very, very good. I think our deck is very poop. So we'll see. But yeah, Mr. Night Rainbow, I think this is a bet on 5 and pray to the Hearthstone gods. I think, I would guess this deck goes, and I don't know the meta, I really don't. 2 days ago or yesterday, I would say this deck is more likely to go 2 than 5. But we'll see. This deck feels rough. Yeah, and again, it's hard to say. You don't know what the meta looks like, what other people's decks looks like. Paladin might be the worst class, and this is just an average Paladin deck. We didn't get a mini bot or a muster or a cog hammer, so those are the reasons to probably draft Paladin, and we didn't get them. So they might be very uncommon. We might have gotten unlucky. It's hard to say. Ready to not face any Warlocks. What's wrong with facing Warlock? Just retire if it doesn't work. Don't want to see you suffer with this. On the first day, I'm less inclined to just retire a bad deck. Because again, we had a bad hunter go 7 already today, right? And our demon hunter looked good, but not like a demon hunter I would be like, oh, this is for sure a 9-win deck. So I think the power level of decks is down a bit. So a deck like this might be closer to average than it would normally be, but it's hard to say. And if I just retire every deck that doesn't look like a bomb, then we won't really. Oh my god, that costs 4. Oh my days, I don't have a thing. I could just play this. He's gonna eat that. I can coin that. It'll corrupt that. It's so hard to corrupt this, but like my best bet maybe is this. But if he rolls a good thing, then I'm kind of fucked anyway, right? Let's just do this. We got our value. That's it. We got it. I got a tie. First game as a warlock. Nice. Did you see new paladin weapon from the mini set, which gives divine shield to all minions? It's pretty strong. It's in our deck. I'm gonna try to play it, and hopefully it does well. Am I the only one who thinks this deck doesn't look that atrocious? I would guess this is a 3 or a 4 out of 10. But if the minion, if the deck quality is lower, this might be closer to. This might be closer to like a 5 out of 10. It's just kind of whatever. It's an okay deck. Okay, that could corrupt some shit. Could play the 4, play the 5, coin the 7. Or we can coin the 5 now. I don't know. This is pretty good though. So you could do in theory these two. It's nice to pull the secret before you draw it. My guess is we play this, but what I would like to do is this. I would say this deck can get 5 if played well most of the time. You think so? Well, I'm going to try to play it my best. Absolutely. You have my personal guarantee of that, Mr. Night Rainbow, so bet your farts accordingly that Redbeard will try his best. Da da da. Ba bum bum bum. This isn't very good. Nor is this. We've ended up in a position where both of our presumed plays look like shite. You in face? The secret is definitely garbage. It's almost better probably to just play this and just say fuck it on the corrupt, because that's doo-doo. This is certainly doo-doo while he has all these out. And this is doo-doo. So don't poop on my Raider pick. I think Raider's a good card. I remember when Raider came out, people rated it. That's in the meta. It's gonna fucking for sure. Wow, he did that before even attacking. That card's for sure gonna fuck me like it always does, right? But when it first came out, people had it down as like the 5 drop. And I looked up its win rate and it wasn't really that high, and it confused me because it felt so good. I don't really know where it's at these days. I go here. I'm not really sure. This looks decent though. Arbor up, I'm going to clear everything. But also this secret, it's really incentivized to not have those shitty 1/1s on the board. It's a full clear. Point 3s could have been okay. Like just play the statue and the gossiper. Yeah, I mean, either way, I guess when I say whatever I say, I just mean it's like, you know how like certain turns line up, like that turn you're like, oh, I can fully clear, I can keep all my minions, like this is a good turn. And then there are those turns where you're like, yeah, like I can play 2 cards, get some minions on the board, leave his board up. Like, yeah, it's okay, but it's just like not what you want to do. That's how that felt to me. I guess I could bump there. Trade there. Like I want to keep this fully clear. This probably helps. I don't know what that does. It lets us trade there. There. I could blessing and keep trading. I just don't want one of these to activate the secret, and maybe we're playing into the secret too much or whatever, you know? Wait, what? I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's fine. We'll still win this game, but that turn sucked. That Rusty turn was clean for sure. Yeah. No, I know what you meant. Yeah. The turn before when we played the 5/5 Divine Shield. And I'm with you. I think that was a play you could make too and not feel embarrassed. Not feel embarrassed about your decision making. It's gonna be alright. Just do this. I'm not sure if that's good. I'm gonna try to kill him next turn. Have you ever been to a parade? Yeah. What's that Mitch Hedberg joke? I can't remember it exactly, but it's funny, right? If you want to fast forward through a parade, just walk in the opposite direction of him or something. Funny guy. Wickedy's here. Yeah, Wickedy's here. Isn't that great? Back from the junkie. Oh, this is a nice song for lovemaking. It's 3 a.m. A couple of hours, I think I can open the door and let once the sun starts coming up, the dogs could probably go outside and do their number 2 out there. Rip. I'm glad we got one. Wait, do we have lethal? We chose statue? No, we were 1 off. I don't know. Maybe we did actually. We should have just taken it though, right? Because we don't need 2 Divine Shield poisonous minions. What's he gonna do? Drop 2 8-drop taunts? I guess he could play Cenarian Ward maybe. And we'd still probably rather have statue. Had lethal on board? That's possible. You propose Wickedy should become a stand-up comedian? I stand behind the idea. Give us the Wickedy stand-up tour. Oh god, I shuffled my cards. I have to organize them by how much I like them. Okay, that's my favorite. That's my second favorite. That's my least favorite. Oh, that's my least favorite. Okay, all the foils. Okay, that one's higher up. That one's farther back. Let's try to pick up a 2. This looks good if I can keep those though. Could discover a holy spell. Oh my god, why is this camera so big? I don't know. I bet that will provide some small amount of value, maybe. What is... Oh my god. Fucking kill me. What the hell is that? Give your minion 1 attack. What does it say? It always stays a 1/1? That's crazy. It's not like for 1 turn. I like the bear card. Can someone peepo sacks me? Yeah, I got you. Alright, I gave you a different one. One of these is a holy spell. And the best card here. So that's the one I'm gonna select. Okay, I hate this guy. Okay, now I like that card. Alright, they're kind of in some sort of an order. Back song, it's kind of nice. If there was ever a card that said play this, win the game, it's got to be Solarium Prime. I would say that Arbor Up probably wins. Arbor Up definitely wins. Well, the primes I think are kind of like hard to judge. They're hard to, you know what I mean. I could just trade, play this. I can play that and free trade. That's pretty good. Honestly, that's pretty good. So is this. But like, you have to draw the Solarion, and then you have to draw the Solarion Prime, and then it doesn't always do what you want. I wouldn't put Solarion on the short list of like most egregious cards or most auto-win cards. Ysera feels more auto-win, Arbor Up feels more auto-win to me personally. This is kind of cool. Try it out, see how it feels. Greybow feels auto win. I mean, Greybow has the Greybow has the like, if you have something on board, it's an auto win a lot of the time. Sometimes you just have to drop a Greybow and hope, and then somebody fireballs it. But yeah, if you've got a 3-drop, 4-drop Greybow, then it's like, yeah, I'd say that card's closer to an auto win than Solarium Prime. In that, you have to factor in again, just that you're not always going to draw what you want when you want it. You're not always going to have the Solarion. So, but yeah, if you're just saying just the primes, then yeah, maybe. Like, there's just so much. They're half as likely to be drawn than any other given like bomb. So you would just Solarion's very infrequently drafted, and you got to draw it, you got to kill it, and you got to get the 1 in 20 to draw them, and it just doesn't happen that much. I feel. Is that even good? All right, let's. They're all 3 power, so it looks a lot better than it normally would. Also, I should have traded, done stuff maybe. Trades there. Trade there. Let's just trade near maybe. I think if we get some Divine Shields, I don't even know what all the adventurers do. I think if we got some Divine Shields, I'd be a little happier with this. I've been getting 1s and 2s. I thought my Warlock was worse than this deck. I don't. Also, I have no idea how to gauge things. Also, hey, Fix. Wow, party up. Instant concede, basically. So, if you can't deal 2 to the board, which is maybe hard, Volcanic Potion did rotate out. Blizzard is out. Might be hard to deal with a bunch of 2/2s. Hey, where's Zelda? Where's Night Rainbow? Maybe not Night Rainbow. Where's Zelda? I mean, Rainbow can stay. This might be the most underrated midnight track. Might be like the individual most underrated one. It wasn't even on the permanent synthwave playlist until right now. I'm currently averaging 2.4 wins over 5 runs. A lot of people were saying they're having trouble. I think we'll have trouble too. I mean, usually the first day, it's either like, I feel like there's very little middle ground. It's always like I'm just dunking everyone or I'm just getting dunked. I feel like mostly today we've been dunking people. We had a 7 and a 9 and a 3. I think maybe we will end up in the middle ground. The 3 will be a turd, and I think this deck will go closer to 3 than 7 or 9. I bet. I hope not, but that would be my prediction. Oh no, I shuffled my cards again. Oh no, I didn't. Oh god, I better settle. I gotta grab something else. Oh fuck. Oh, at least I can kill it. Alright, Holy Spell? Darn it. I mean, I must do this. Kreen is an absolute fucking menace. Put these here. Party up win rate. It's skyrocketing. Thanks to Redbeard. I'm gonna shuffle some of the commons. Some of the commons I don't like, okay? Bear with me. Bum 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 bum. Just don't look at the game, don't pay attention to anything. Don't feel any pressure. Everybody just keep your eyes down. We opened up magic cards? Yeah. We've been opening up magic cards. I bought 20 packs to open while I'm at my sister's. And oh crap. We got some cool stuff. Today we only opened 2 packs today. I'm trying to do like 3 a day because I'm gonna be here for 7 days and I'm gonna run out of cards and I can't go to the shop. No. Oh my god, this hacker. We got ourselves a hacker, boys. Okay, Dreadful Apathy was a sick card. Exile enchanted creature after you make it can't attack or block. What's the biggest banger you opened today? The biggest banger we opened today? Tectonic Giant, Shiny Recluse, Shiny Swamp. I don't know. I guess the Bears of Littjara. I don't think it's worth any money, I'm assuming. Oh my god, Stream Sniper, he's back. I got excited there for a second. Or he's a good player and he's playing around the possibility that we've got the nasty Kablasty over here, which we do. Darn. Oh my god, what the fuck is that flying pterodactyl in here? It's my first Magic event in person in over a year last night, and I went 2-0 and then split and went 2-0-1. Nice. Nice. What did you, were you drafting Strixhaven? I was drafting a fair amount of Strixhaven online. Oh, I drafted against bots. I think I'm 2-0. I was doing the human drafts. I like those better. He is sniping? Nope, they're sniping. You think so? Abe Panini, just emote me if you're sniping, so I'll know. Please. Just let me know. How do we know he's sniping? Because he's playing around my secret. With Strixhaven, I went blue-red spells and flyers. Blue-red's good. Everybody likes green-blue in that format. I actually think black-white might be the best online to kind of like, if you're gonna force something or if you're gonna draft 10 drafts, 100 drafts maybe, I think black-white might be the best because everybody's always going Quandrix. So black-white, I feel like statistically is more open, but I don't have any data, just my intuition. My last deck is mostly blue-red. Be sick if it was just Avenge or something this whole time. Let's try this. I think I would have... No, I guess you don't really want to attack with the 7-1 there anymore, right? Because it would still die. These are good. This is bad. Wait, he waited this whole time just to trigger and do that? What the fuck? Why did he wait 100 turns to make that misplay? Okay, that's kind of funny. Maybe it's not actually. Maybe he's just like, fuck it. I'm gonna... Why would you wait the whole fucking game? Okay, I wonder what that is. I've got a sneaking suspicion. I'm gonna get the life steal here. I'm just gonna also give up most of my board. It kind of is what it is. It's explosive, right? Or he's debating us. He's the greatest fucking scammer of all time. It could be pack tactics. I guess I'd rather give him not held. That's funny though. That's a unique sequencing of his plays. 5 head. Oh, I should have swung. My bad. We might not. We might not. This card looks sick here. He thought of the other secret that starts a minion dealing more than 3. Maybe he was never thinking about the other thing. He was just never thinking about it, and he's just like, fuck, I don't want to have my minion die to the thing. That could be. It's sad we're still gonna lose, because, what's that card called? Because Freezing Trap is a thing. Oh man, that's funny though. Man, he played that so poorly. It wasn't Freezing Trap. What the hell? Thought for sure that must be freezing. So what is this? Explosive again? Believe him gives 15 heal? Yeah. What a weird game. Feels bad. I forgot about that card. I thought it was explosive. I was worried I was going to take 2. Libram from Lyso? Yeah, we have to play the Libram there, I think. And he kind of has 2 turns, or a turn maybe. But, I mean, this is it, he kind of has to kill us this turn, or... There's always, I'm sure, like, you can draw. Maybe it's, you know, piercing shot or whatever. Yeah, that was... that actually is a good explanation. That somebody said. Maybe he was playing around the deal 3 and die. Like, some people might have drafted and not even known that there's new cards. Not everybody sits and plays 8 hours of Hearthstone a day. 3 wins, easy 5 incoming. Why do people love that card so much? Explosive is a... Well, pardon my... It's a trap card, right? And in that, not that it's a secret trap or whatever, it's a card that people look at the best case scenario and assume a couple of things. And when you're assuming things about the best case scenario, those are the cards that get overrated the most, in my opinion. And what you're assuming is that A, you're going to get the max value, that you're going to be able to deal 14 damage or whatever, wreck your entire opponent's board, and that your opponent's not going to be able to acknowledge or play around it. And it's the easiest thing to play around by just not doing, you know, sometimes you can't, but the times you can't play around it are probably so few and far between, opposed to when Explosive Trap does anything above, anything close to an average amount of, like, what it should do, what you expect it to do. So I think that those are the signs of a card that... Sorry, I'm just organizing some of these. Tam, how are you? Explosive is deal 2 damage to phase. Yeah, basically. But in people's heads, it does way more, right? Because they think, oh, well, at least it's going to deal 2 face and to hit a minion for 2. But if you're hitting my 2/3 for 2, so that I can trade my 2/1 into your 4/2 instead of my 2/3, then it didn't do 2. It didn't actually do 2. It did 0. It made no difference. It made no tangible difference. So people, I think that's the reason why, is people kind of count it all. They're like, wow, really? I probably would have just traded that, then free traded the thing. It's only really bad if we roll Divine Shield. I guess they're poisonous. But yeah, that's I think the reason why it's always Explosive Trap. It's not always, but that's the reason why it's ever explosive, because people are bad and they think they're dealing 12 damage with it. But Tam, I just want to say it's nice to be loved. Thank you for the 7 months. We had 2 months of Tam. That's incredible. This guy wants to trigger the Galloping Geezer. He doesn't give a flying crap. Or that. But how was the stream, Gaming Guy? I'm interested to see how Gaming Guy did and how he enjoyed it. The MVP in the deck so far. Cariel Roame, because it allowed us to kill the Kreen for free and not just instantaneously lose the game. Party Up's been functional, but not super strong, I don't think. The Libram helped us beat the Hunter, so I'd say Cariel and the Libram have won us two games, one apiece, single-handedly, that we wouldn't have won if we didn't have them. Make a big neophyte. No. No. Stream was good. New Arena was bad. Like, my results were okay, but the new meta leaves a lot to be desired, in my opinion. I think it's, to me, I've only done 2 runs. And I've done 3 drafts, and I guess 2 1/3 or 2.5 runs or whatever. It feels like it's going to be very on the board, very akin to, is that a word? Very reminiscent of old school Arena, classic Arena, where there's 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop fungal, curve stone, that type of feel is what it feels like to me so far. The quality of the decks is down. The presence on the early game board seems to matter more. And when people say like, oh, Red, you know, ooh, wouldn't you like a classic arena? I think I usually say no. Wow, did that guy just shoot that instead of shooting my thing? I hope he got a Sinister Strike. No, not Sinister Strike, because he's going to kill me with it. There's no way that was right. No way. But when people ask me, oh, would you like a classic arena? I'll just say no, because it's like, no, I don't want to just play a River Croc into an Earthen Ring Farseer into a, you know, a fungal. Like, I don't think that that's so fun. I'd rather play a Renew into a Soul Mirror, into my opponent's Soul Mirror, into I cast Yogg-Saron. You know, I think that's more fun. But this is cool. I really think this would be, my guess is this would be a nice month-long meta, and we're probably going to have it for 2 months, and 2 months in, it's probably going to feel worse, would be my guess. Does that make sense? Is that fair? I don't know. That's my initial thought process. Stealth. I mean, it doesn't guarantee the fungal. Oh, okay, I played health. I thought I played stealth. It doesn't guarantee the fungal to stealth, but you play. I wanted to stealth. Which game? I don't know. Fuck it. I hope this meta ends as soon as possible. I think it's too early to say that one way or another. Definitively. Now, if you're like, hey, I didn't enjoy my first day, I hope tomorrow's better, you know, I'm a little worried it might stink, I could buy that. But at the end of the day, like GVG and what's the other set? Kobolds, like, they're not like gonna make or break. They're not like, it's not like they have so many toxic cards, and it's not like they don't have any like playably strong cards, so to that extent, I'm not super worried. I'm never really worried. I'm kind of a sucker for arena, so I kind of always enjoy it. If you low roll a draft, you just retire. Honestly, a couple things. I felt the last meta, for the first time ever, I really firmly believe, first time ever, that I actually played Hearthstone for a month and couldn't be competitive with a quarter of the decks I drafted. Like, I could not be competitive. I think this one already kind of feels like the decks are weak, but I haven't seen a lot of decks. Like, I lost to one Ysera, wasn't discovered, so I would imagine I'm going to play for another week before I see another Ysera. If I see 3 more tomorrow, I might have different reservations. I lost to, like, 2 days ago, I lost to discovered Onyxia, discovered Alexstrasza, a second, in separate games, a second discovered Alexstrasza, a discovered Ysera, and like an Arbor Up, and it's like, I really felt like I had zero chance in any of those games. Today I've lost to, like, my opponent curves out, my opponent played a Gnarg on one, you know, like that type of stuff, and I don't know, it feels far, like my opponent played one proto, and their proto high rolled and mine low rolled, and it was really close, and if I had won that roll, or if we had an even roll, it would have been a more competitive game. I just lost to Arbor Up, then the 7/7 Rush discovers an 8 at 1-0. So now again, I lost to that, like, just that's all I was playing against for the last month. So if that's still a super common Druid thing, then yeah, Druid's just gonna bombard people. They're gonna destroy everybody repeatedly, right? If they're going to destroy people repeatedly. If Arbor Up's gone down, and it's hard to say right now, right? Which is why I say, just, you might be absolutely right, but it's hard to say. If a week from now, Arbor Up is still in 40% of decks, and the average deck is poorer quality than before, then you will have, like, Arbor Up's going to go up to 85% win rate, because I won't be able to compete with that at all. I couldn't compete with it with my last decks. If my decks, what the fuck is that card? If my last decks were better than these, then I'm for sure gonna lose. It's gonna go to 0% to beat an Arbor Up. I know stealth on Scorp. I like pushing damage. No? Let him trade his guy into the Scorp. What is he gonna do? Not optimistic after today. Yeah, no, and I've had days for sure, and you know I'm far from the best player, but I'm definitely closer to the best player than the worst. Let's just okay, definitely closer to the best player than the 500,000th best player. I've had days where I logged in. What the fuck? Oh my god, that was so delayed. I've had, what the hell's going on here? None of these plays make sense. I've had the first day or two of the meta just get absolutely, bomb blasted. I've been slobber knockered left and right. And sometimes that's just what it is. You just have a bad, I've, in the best metas, the most fun metas where I had high arena placement, I've had 3 days where I just got dunked mercilessly. But like, there's just no way that there's going to be a meta where gaming guy always loses. It's just not going to happen, because if you're always queuing into Arbor Up and the 7 drop, then you're going to draft Arbor Up and 7 Up, the 7 drop, or you're going to drink some 7 Up. You're going to get them too, and you're going to play them better than your opponent, so you're going to have good runs too. But in the course of 3 runs, you might get 3 stinkers, and you might get tally whacked up and down the court, Is Force Tank terrible? I actually don't think it's terrible. I don't know, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Force Tank is not terrible, in that it was pretty good before. Now, I'm not going to go out of my way to draft Force Tank, no way. But it wasn't terrible in old metas. I always felt it was kind of underrated. I felt like it was an underrated card in past metas. And that was when Polymorph existed and Mind Control existed. Big, shitty units have had a much higher played win rate since Core got introduced than ever in the past. So that's all I have to say. It's not just based on his runs. He made the point that every meta has paired shit old cards with OP new ones has been trash. Veritas going 2, 3, 3, 4 isn't a good sign. So a couple things. And him saying metas where OP cards are paired with good cards, I do think they should put more thought into that, because particularly the Whispers of Old Gods meta 6 months ago or 5 months ago felt like if you got stuck with 6 Whispers cards, you were not going to be competitive unless they were Yogg Saron and you were Redbeard and you drafted 17 spells or whatever, or you got a N'Zoth, right? But if you got like most of the Whispers cards, then every time you played a Whispers card on curve, you played your 4 mana Whispers card on curve and it was a 4 mana 4/2, you fell behind. And I would agree with that. I think that doesn't make for a good meta, and I don't think that there's a lot of thought that went into that meta or this meta or any of them. And if they rotated every month, I don't think they'd have to put a lot of thought, because if it's totally dog shit, it's not going to be totally dog shit every game, every run for every player. Some people are going to thrive and some runs are going to do well. It's just some runs are going to be destined to be more handicapped, I think, by having the suboptimal sets represent a greater percentage of their decks. So I could buy that. I do think that that's, if you were to say, hey, a meta where all the sets are similar power levels, probably better than one where 5 of them are similar and 2 of them are dog shit. I could buy that for sure. But slight argument is, I'm not sure if Veritas going 3/3/4 is necessarily that bad for Arena, or Redbeard going 3/3/4. I'd rather not. I'd rather win the games. But metas that can kind of equalize and normalize the playing field in a natural way, I think are actually kind of good, rather than Blizzard saying like Redbeard and Veritas have to play all the time and I'm gonna now win 40% of my games because Veritas is better than me. I think it's probably better for the casual player. I always say you have to hit this. I don't want to hit it. I know why people go face. I don't want to hit it, but I'm gonna hit it. But I can see now why like I don't know. I think that it would be better for somebody who's like, oh well, you know what, like I can get a better deck than Veritas, and if I queue into him, I have a shot as opposed to like my deck is really, really good and Veritas's deck is really, really good, or Redbeard's deck is really, really good, or Sniper's deck is really, really good. And I don't have a shot. Like, I'm just going to lose with my good deck because they're better players and they're going to find better lines than me repeatedly every turn. That's what Ixar wanted. But this isn't like, I doubt this is like Ixar being like, okay, let's put these sets in because Veritas and Redbeard will struggle, or Gaming Guy will have a bad day and that'll increase the arena player pool. He might think things like that. I think that he probably thinks, oh, I put an MMR system and then that will be the result. That won't be the result at all. Veritas will stop playing arena and I'll go broke because nobody will watch me lose to, you know, Crip all night or whatever. What does it go to 4-4? But I think the way you get more people in is you just stat track. People love the stats, man. You just give them a score. You give people a score to raise by playing more games. You give them a tournament mode so they can feel competitive. That's why Battlegrounds, I think, is so successful, because everybody feels like they're getting better when the score goes up, but they suck. Everybody sucks as much at Battlegrounds as they do at Hearthstone Arena. But in your brain, you're like, oh, I'm doing better. I have more points than I had. Or, oh, I lost my points. Oh my god, I gotta play tomorrow so I can get my points back. I want to not have the feeling no matter what I do after draft, it's not gonna win more than 3 games. I wish it would rotate more often. Sorry, I'm in babble mode. Yeah, I haven't, again, I look at it with an open eyes, right? Where it's like, if I have a bad draft, I had a couple bad drafts, I thought, and I'm like, these decks feel like, you know, poop. Let me play them out and see how they perform. And a lot of games have felt like my opponent's decks are equivalently poop. And I guess my point is that that's not inherently a bad meta if everybody's, I'm looking at my twos, if everybody's decks are equivalently shit, that's probably, you know, again, it just changes the style of play. Turn sucks. I don't want call. What am I doing next turn? 3 and something? I don't know, man. These are all crap. This is not the way to do it. You want to reward skill still? You and 2 other people just play. I think an MMR system is the worst idea that they could have. Hopefully just bad variants? Yeah, hopefully. And then hopefully all of your variance equalizes, except when you play me and you get really bad luck. So I'm just praying for bad Gaming Guy luck so I can win a damn game. You have exactly 3 2-drops. I thought about that. I was like, if I draw one, I'm kind of screwed. But drawing the 2-drops isn't very good. I was kind of hoping clearly that the Scorpion could eat that. What the hell are these? They all have Wind Fury? Oh yeah. If he can't bust through the taunts, it's actually kind of good. But like, for example, like this game, if you look at his deck, I bet he drafted this deck and felt like, ooh, I got a stinker. What has he played? An Elemental? Shit Elemental? Raider, which I think is overrated. I think it's a good card, but slightly above average. I mean, he's got some wicked stabs, sure. Yeah, you got Tall Strider and Meccano. Now, I think the problem is more that those cards aren't inherently, they don't pique your interest when you finish your draft. And you'll finish the game and be like, oh, fuck me, dude. I'm running Tall Strider and Meccano. I don't have a chance. And then you'll play the game sometimes and you'll be like, wait a minute. I went first and I killed 2 mana. I killed, 3 or 4 mana minions for 2 mana. Turns out those wicked stabs carried me, and going first is still more important than what you draft. If they all get taunt, that would be good. Wait, I think I'd still be dead. Trade. I'm dead. Even if they all roll taunt. What about commencement on Proto Drake? 5 rush guys? 5 rush guys is not enough. We trade, take 10. If I get 5 rush guys, I'm overkilled by 5. The new 2-mana Warlock spell just shits on Raider. Everything shits on Raider. Alright, Proto Drake. Darn. That's not good. If it was Proto and he had to hero power, slap, trade, and I rolled another, like a 4/10 taunt, then we would have had a shot. The haves and the have-nots have been as large as it has ever been on what I have seen today or in the last month. By the way, Fix, I'm just curious. Because I've never wanted to retire more decks prior to today than in the last, 6 weeks. Never. So I just wanted a rotation so that I wouldn't have that feeling as much. And I haven't had that feeling so much today. Again, new meta. I don't think we're high rolling the decks. Maybe based off of what everyone else is drafting, maybe we are. Maybe these are good decks. I don't know. I don't know. I'm due for some bad variants against you. No, I want you to have good luck. That's fine. Just spank me repeatedly. I retired my heart into your mind and sank it onto a battleship. What? We have a for fun player following the stream. Anybody else followed recently? Freaky Awesome, that was 2 hours ago. Cluck I'm a Chicken hosted us. Does he stream? He does not, but he is hosting me. If everybody could host me right now, that'd be great. Cam, good morning. I'm playing Shrinkmeister and Togs, and they play Serpent Shrine and Dunk Tanks. I've not seen a Serpent Shrine today. I've not seen a Dunk Tank. Nor have I seen a Shrinkmeister from myself or anybody else. I haven't drafted Priest, so that's a contributing factor, but I haven't. Again, I'm not saying it's not. That's what my minimal experience, my anecdotal evidence is. I haven't seen most of those cards. I feared I would be dunked by the Warlock 2/6 all night. Chats told me they're drafting a bunch of shitty Warlock decks. I drafted a shitty Warlock deck. How have the runs been today in the new patch? We went 3, 7, then 9. So they've been fun in that, like, the runs, the results have been pretty good. The results have been pretty good. Okay. What is that? 9, 16, 19? Wait, that's not actually that good. Wait, that's not that good. I thought I was doing well. I saw that 2/6 a ton. Did not win those games. Huh. That's been my day. So, I think that hand, I don't even know what most of those cards do. Like, I would say from there, I wouldn't even feel like I'm guaranteed to lose from there. The 3/4 and the 4/4 both contest it pretty well. What I would say is, again, you went second, so you're behind. You're behind before the game started. But like, if I finish a draft, and I know the game hasn't ended, but like that board state, like if I finished the draft and I had a Wriggling Horror and a 1-mana 1/1 in my deck, I'd be like, oh man, I fucking low rolled the draft. I hate these cards. But if you go first and draw them both on that exact sequencing, then all of a sudden you feel like, oh hey, I'm whooping ass, you know? That's just my thought, I guess. That's when the Serpent Shrines come in. Yeah, of course. And if that's what it is, you go second. I don't think there's been a meta where it could beat a 1-mana 1/3 across 2 bodies, and then a 2-mana 4/3, and then a 3-mana 3/4 that kills my guy. Like, it doesn't really matter if I have Solarian Prime or Ysera in my deck. Like, even if I high roll a draft, like, you can't high roll going second and your opponent's Giga Curve. And if I've not seen curves like that since '60. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since I saw somebody dunk to that extent. We got a sub from Kachupalas. Give her nah. Kinda hoping to get a 1-cost spell, but I guess I'll take this, play that, corrupt that. This is a pretty sick secret if he has a rush or he has a buff and he wants to like play an arbor up, trade, lose his guy. I get 2 guys. This is crap, dude. Most insane shaman I've ever seen on my very first run is about to go 12. Nice. I feel unstoppable. Congrats. I had that yesterday. We played that priest run and I was incredibly inebriated and I made like 30 misplays and we went 12-1. Had we made 28 or so misplays, I think we would have went 12-0. Is that even good? It's all right, but come on. Give me some divine chill. Give me some poisonous. A 9-win low roll pally had to be on Asia. Chat knew though. As soon as I switch to NA, it will go south. NA is where the hard mode is. NA's tough. That's where you get Redbeard. You get Dreads and, you know. My EU is lower than my NA at the moment. My EU average is always higher than my NA average. And my EU placement is usually lower as a rule. Seven out of 10 with buffs. Not quite, but it feels good. Yeah, it does seem good. I do think it's like, you know, it's like a card you want to play. It's interesting because it's like there's not a lot of 7 drops that you play and your opponent consecrates you and you lose or you cry, right? It's like, but it is interesting because it also there are a lot of 7 drops where your opponent brittle bones you or siphons you and you cry, where you're like, oh, I can't play this card. Or I have to just pray. Like I have to play this card and pray. That happens a lot where you're like, I can play a 7-mana 4/10, and if they have a deadly shot, I lose. I'd much rather have 5 2/2s. So in that sense, I think it's an interesting card. I think it's pretty well designed as well for that, you know, purpose. Where you're like, oh, okay, like it gives you some sort of counterplay to a big removal. Got 19 runs in, so I was thinking I could do the same thing, but nope, keep finding Jaina's with drafted flame strikes and freezes. Spread bodies are more viable since you just need 1 or 2 to stick. Sometimes, I mean, I don't have a blessing. Your mom was so kind about my dog. She talked to me in Taisy's chat. I was wondering if she saw what happened here in your chat. She didn't mention it, but I'm not sure if I saw her since that unfortunate tragedy. I don't remember. I saw her on Monday, a few days ago, and Saturday. I don't remember. But she is, my mother cares deeply for all the animals in her life and the lives of others. My mother grew up on a farm, a rural farm in Vermont, and from what I understand, hopefully not revealing too much, she witnessed her mom and maybe her dad, you know, in my grandparents with sort of a different, I don't know what the word is, treatment, respect, appreciation, maybe a different appreciation for animals living on a farm in the 1920s or 30s, you know, where they weren't necessarily mistreating animals, but they certainly weren't sitting they certainly weren't sleeping on a big couch and choosing to sleep on a cool floor if that's what they chose. So I think that had a profound impact on my mother and her treatment of animals and thusly our upbringing. She was the kindest. She said some very heartwarming stuff. Just wanted you to know. Well, I appreciate that, and I bet she would appreciate that. I'm not sure if she's up. This is kind of early for her. She's lurking in here, but she's kind of always lurking, sometimes sleeping. I would say, you know, my mother is a little bit older than you or I, and she has dealt with many tragedies, with many beloved pets, and it's never an easy thing for sure. 5 wins though, I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. So, you know, unfortunately, that is the stark reality of owning a pet is, or anything. You know, you never want anybody to go suffer. You don't want any tragedies. Your family, your pets, your friends, your family, your pets are your family too, right? You know, like one day you'll have to cope with that, and you just hope it takes as long as possible. You know, it's late into your life as you can hold on to these things, these these creatures. I don't know. How many arena wins do you have in total? I don't know, 45,000, maybe 50,000. I try not to think about it. The sadness of life and the sadness of my arena time spent. Actually, I'm not like proud, but I'm not ashamed. I enjoy arena. I still enjoy playing it every day. It's just weird. Probably shouldn't, but I don't want to coin out the sword in case he has a buff. If I coin Peon and he got like my Hand of It All, it's really bad. But this is my job, you know? I wouldn't feel bad about, you know, spending X amount of time at work making money, doing, you know, picking up dog do or whatever. If that was my job, I wouldn't really care. I'd be like, oh my God, what did I do as I worked all year, you know? It's fine. The cat's turned 8. I'm afraid of them going down hard like my last buddy. The cat's gonna live to be 20, okay? Your cat's gonna live to be 25. Cat's gonna outlive you. I'm gonna be visiting your cat at your funeral, and it will be delivering the eulogy and with me. We're gonna be. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I hate that eventually everyone you care about gets old and sick. Not Redbeard. I'm definitely gonna die. Well, yeah, a younger disposition probably. I would imagine. I mean, I guess I'm already old. I guess you're right. I already missed the chance to die while I was young. Now I will be old and sick. Stuff I cough up, it'll make your head spin. I played Hearthstone again. Hold on a minute. He bumps, he trades. So saving this isn't super valuable. At the same time, fuck him, you know? He's gonna just bump and trade. Shut the fuck up. Definitely not old, Red. Parts of me look old. That must be the most awful thing someone can do, bury a child. I could only imagine. I don't even want to. Oh my God, we haven't heard this album in a while. Wait, did we hear? We must have heard Running in the Night. I didn't even hear it. I was babbling too much drunkenly about tomfoolery. Oh my days. Trade. Oh, I can't kill both. There's no way to kill both? Fucking hell, dude. These old balls. Just ain't moving. Riffy Geek, thanks for the nice YouTube vids lately. Helps keep my mood up a lot. Oh, that's good. You look like a hairy coconut that made a bad decision. Self-tan. Do I? I'm not all that tan. If he Novas me, I'm gonna be sad. I will find that to be inelegant. Live fast, die young. Leave behind a pretty corpse. That's what I always say. Not me. Mine, I've actually got now, and as somebody that, you know, is miserable all the time and makes jokes about laying down and visiting the Crumb Fairy, you know, which is like just dying, right? That's my way of saying dying. I think you want to live slow, live cautiously, look both ways while crossing the street. Do not get bacteria in your body. Live as long as humanly possible. Because when you're gone, I don't imagine that there's going to be much, you know, much counterplay, you know? I think that's probably just it. Crumbelina will not take you on Top D's watch. I was thinking the same thing. With one slight deviation in that, I don't know what the fuck he just said. I sure wish I could play 2 cards here. I could not. There's no way. Okay, so then I'm just gonna play this. That was hot doo-doo, man. That turn sucked. I've never once misplayed ever. You did once, I remember that. I feel bad for Refuge. Sometimes it's legacy 100 years later. Well, if you made videos for Redbeard. Wow, first off, I agree. I agree. I will say this. Let's just get his legacy correct. Okay? Pay the man his due. I just want to say too, we got in a semi-argument, not argument, we got in a discussion about Hearthstone tactics 2 days ago, yesterday maybe. Queenie was here, and I explicitly told you guys, or predicted, suggested some may say, that Fungal was going to be very, very good still. And I've played it about 6 times today, and I'm always happy to have Fungal. Like, I'm like ecstatic to have Fungal every time I play it. I'm like, oh, this is great. It's not been bad once. Not once. What kind of videos? YouTube videos. We put up a new one today, 40 minutes ago. We're going viral. It's incredible. What time is it? 4 a.m.? Fungal's good whenever boards are complex. What the hell is this? It's a magic card? What is that? Why doesn't it have a border? You know what? Commencement really frickin' blows. What does this card even do? I don't know. Oh, I should show you guys. If you've restored health, discover a spell from your deck. That card is bad or good? It's a battle cry, right? So that card's bad. It's so bright outside. I mean, there's a light. There's lights on up here. Lights. There's more adult human lighting here. Fungal feels natural to you. Makes sense. Priest is strong right now? Good luck, everyone. Have fun. Gotta do more homework. Good luck. Hope you continue to enjoy the new meta, and I hope my mind changes. Pretty rough having really tough ones back to back. I'm with you, dude. Come hang out here, even if you don't raid here, and let's talk about your next experience. I'm curious, because it'll help me develop an opinion. I don't know. Can anybody see me? Now's a really good time to pick my nose. Hunter's chewing on the internet cable. Let him chew, I say. But you know, if it was more fun. Okay, but before you go, just look at it with an eye of like, am I losing going second to a curve, or everything they play is bigger than mine, and I can't. My 2/2 cannot deal with a 2/3. You know what I mean? Like that type of. You're back. Don't pick. Don't pick. Next slide, please. Did it stabilize? I was looking at OBS when you guys said F. Looks like we dropped. Oh my god, all the frames for like 40 seconds, 30 seconds there maybe. Can't get a match. Oh, there's our match. A Monstreak and Ben Plus. I don't know if you guys are still here. I have no idea why my notifications have stopped working. It really saddens me. Just my follower alerts stopped working. You know, I gotta look at it. There must be a reason why that keeps happening, because the tests work. There's gotta be a reason why. Alert box follows. Disabled. Okay. Yeah, okay. I disabled. Can I get a new follower? Can somebody follow? Because I just checked today for the first time in 3 days, and apparently they were disabled. Which makes me look like a big jerk. What happened to the Demon Hunter deck? We went 9 wins, and we lost to something good. I can't remember what. I lost my opponents always having good new cards. And then going second, bad game, and unlock. I'll keep an open mind. And if not, that's cool. Sometimes you just fucking want to rage. I'm with you, dude. Sometimes you're just like, man, fuck this game. This game is stupid. I love how you're so open about picking your nose. I don't actually pick my nose. Just for the record, that's disgusting. Just I'm a little drunk right now. I want to be very clear. I never actually pick my nose. Summon a 2/2 taunt, restore health, summon a bigger guy. Wow, these cards look great in gold. Give your silver hand recruits 1 attack. I'm gonna take the first day of school, but I'm not loving it right now. I say I'm gonna pick my nose. What I do a lot of times is I'll like very delicately pluck a nose hair that's hanging like 1/4 of an inch out, but it will look like I'm like, you know, I'm not picking my nose. No way, that's gross. It's the literal first piloted shredder I've seen today, which is cool. I miss that card. I always thought you were. No, it's gross. I just kid around. But like, I don't want to like be. Sometimes I'll scratch my nose too. Like, but like if I have like a really bad itch, I'll turn the camera off and say I'm picking my nose to justify why I'm turning it off as a joke. Sometimes I'll just scratch off like dead skin or something, you know. And then when I come back, it's like, oh, what the fuck? He wasn't doing nothing. Did that card literally just say I fart? Interesting. You know what? Fuck it. Kicks his butt. No, I try never to touch my basketball shorts. I love this song too. Me too. If you were to pick favorites from here, I love the intro track. What is it called? Arcade something or other? That's the name of the album, right? Everything Running in the Night. I actually like Let's Talk. I don't know. I feel like it's like a nice song. Wild Ones. It's just a good album. I don't know. I really like this album. I remember the first time I listened to this, I was dating a lady, as I used to do in the past. The fuck just happened here? Oh my golly, gee willikers, I didn't even look. That's not good for him. Certainly not. Oh my god, what an ass whooping. Broken card? Yeah, broken. Somebody earlier used a 1/1 to trigger it. But I was dating a gal, and I remember I put this on. We were driving somewhere, and I think I'd heard "Running in the Night." I'm like, yeah, let's. I feel like I was like, I want to check out the album. So when I first started streaming, it was like when I first started streaming. Ow. And man, that was a bad time, man. That was a bad time in life. I should have more of an appreciation for life currently. Certainly. I mean, I don't, but I should. So much for the mediocre paladin. Well, you know, when you have a mediocre paladin played by a phenomenal player, sometimes, you know, you just got the juice running. I could do whatever. It's 7 mana. What are we drinking tonight? Jameson and ginger ale again. No poly. The size of the cup. Hey Cam, check this out, dude. Check this out, fair maiden. Look at this, Cam. Watch this. I know the size of the cup. Yeah. It's a big cup, but wait a minute. Watch what happens. Watch what happens when I drink it left-handed. Check it out. You're gonna be so stoked. It's Sully from it's Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. Oh my god. Debris in there. Hey Koo, what's up, dude? What are the doggos' names? Hunter? And Maple. Oh god. Oh, she woke up, sorry. I mean, they never sleep, you know. She wears a bandana, so that way you know she's tough. Oh, crap. Alright, bye, Maple. We gotta shrink. That's better stream content than watching Red Turd clicky clack the buttons all night long. Wearing a little bandana too, yeah, of course. Come on. Yeah, we miss her. Hey, Trash Queen, welcome back. She heard her name? Yeah, she does, yeah. Oh, I remember that card. Copy a spell in your deck and add it to your hand. Neato. Floofy dog. She's not too floofy. He's a little floofy. She's got like a nice like short coat. Floofy tail though. Okay. This time I'm gonna try to show her with her eyes closed. Card stinks. That is a cooler looking card. We gotta get him in golden. I keep falling asleep. That's okay. I forgive you this time. Don't need a second one. We might need a second one, but right now we don't. The camp. What happened? Why does it look brighter than it was? Make sure you guys don't see my pores. Okay, come on. She's tired, man. She gotta sleep now. What are we doing here? I have no 4-drop. Well, ain't that a kick in the teeth? Start here. Fine. The odds of that seem rather low. She looks comfy. Redbeard's voice works on people and on dogs. Ow, my toe. I love that card. I hate that he just cast it to whoop my ass, but... What is this, double dragon? It's double dragon, Gustavo Rosen, son of a gun. Want to change. I don't want to change, y'all. I need another whiskey and cola because the stream's gonna end at some point, and then we'll have to be alone without Twitch chat again. Trade, get a 1-drop. Trade, play a rush. I'll get a 1-drop probably, right? Darn it. What the hell is going on here? Okay. What are you guys talking about? It's the big mug's fault? What's the big mug's fault? What are you guys talking about? He's totally wasted me? Like on a scale of what the fuck? On a scale of 1 to 10? Like a 3. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like Jameson just doesn't do it. It's been terrible. How come none of them had rush? Where'd you go? Sorry, I went to go grab more whiskey. We might only have a few more games and only maybe 1 magic pack, maybe 2. You know what I should have done? Instead of buying 20, I should have bought 50. Should have bought 50. 5 rushes. 5 rushes. It's actually not so bad here. What's our best play? We have 5 and a 4. We have 5 and 2 2s or 7. I'm gonna leave that up. So if I'm leaving that up, I guess I'm okay to start the bump here. That's my first play. So that can go there. I have space for 4 and this gives me 5. So I don't want to play that. I want maximum value. So let's play this. And then play around Silas somewhat. Okay. And then hope he doesn't have an AoE or an Apotheosis or a Psyche Split or any of that crap. F? Did we F again? Did about a box. They actually didn't have a box. I went to the shop before I made this trek over here. That's okay. Totally acceptable. That's okay, right? I mean, all things considered, that could have been far worse for us. That dies. Some of this 1 damage into a 1/1 feels fine. Actually, just gonna play this stinker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 1 in, face, and face. So in theory, he can't get through here. This didn't seem like a great turn. Back. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. We had a couple. We're kind of on a different. You know, we're in the mountains, so a couple of little blips here or there. It seems like we had a small one for the first time in 2 days. That's not too bad. But yeah, I don't think they had like a straight box, and everything's a little more expensive at the shop, but I don't have to pay for shipping, and I can just kind of like darn it. But I don't have to pay for shipping, so it's like I'm kind of I feel a little more justified. I can't see also, you understand that? 5? Okay, let's kill this. But yeah, I mean, you get some better deals buying a whole box. What I like too is that I like to buy, I like to get a couple of each set was kind of cool, I felt. Cougars are chewing on the internet cable. Somebody said Hunter was chewing on it earlier. Probably more likely. He's hungry, you know? I mean, I fed him, but... that's kind of cool. They all have individual voice lines. We should listen to them a little more. Party up seems okay. Man, it really hasn't felt broken to me, but we are winning a lot of games and we're casting it a lot. What I really like about it for our particular deck is we don't have a ton of activators to corrupt these. But we discovered a party up or got one randomly somewhere from a peon or something. That's super valuable. What was that card? It's 7 mana, summon 5 adventurers. It's called Party Up. Hey, wait, can somebody follow? Poet, can you make another fake account to follow? Because anytime something changes, Mon Streak followed. But I think, did we fix it? Anytime something about the stream changes, it really stresses me out. Like I've been ending the stream for like 3 days, and like, man, I'm really annoyed that. Not like, yeah, I'm like, oh man, I'm really disappointed that the follow notifications aren't going off. Like, you build these routines, so I can't see the followers, then streams don't feel as nice. Make a fake up, can you make a fake story up about sex? There was this time where I didn't have sex with a beautiful lady, and you know, my PP worked 100%. She was 7 feet tall. How's that, Poet? Because you see what I did there? I told an actual lie this time. Is my internet being dumb or the stream? I think it might be the stream. I don't know. We haven't dropped the frame in a little while. We dropped a lot of frames a short, like 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, but the bet is up. Is Night Rainbow here? Did he set up the next bet, or he's just busy? He doesn't want to deal with us. I've been relying on him. We win 8. Okay, let's pay out 8. I can do that. Night Rainbows. I think he said he messaged me on the side. He said he's going to take a dump. Thank you, by the way, if that was Night Rainbow. I'm assuming it wasn't Zelda. Hey Zelda, what do you think about this track? I love that it's the last on the album. I feel like it fits as a last album kind of tune. Say a word and I do the thing. I'm here, just a little sleepy. That's okay. I mean, any help I get with any aspect of the stream is nice. Help with the bets is cool because chat I mean, I guess I understand it. Chat loves the bets, man. I see it in other streams and in this stream. I actually really enjoy it myself. I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. It's just fun. You know, it's not that surprising because betting is it makes everything better. I used to be really into just casually betting on stupid shit. Kind of as a streamer, you don't have a lot of money, so I've kind of gravitated away from that. It's kind of interesting too. Almost down to just play and start bonking, but 9 power on turn 3. It's pretty good. 4. But I'd be like, oh, you know, like let's bet $5 that I could sink this, you know, toss this banana peel into the bin, you know, throw it in the garbage. It's just fun. And when you watch sports, it's always nice when you got $10,000, $20,000 on the line. I'm drunk. Me too, barbed wire. Not really though, just a little bit. It looks like the casting couch behind you. The casting couch? It's... I don't know what that means, really. Is that pornography? Fucking shit and fart, poop. This stinks. That was an Omega dunking. Good play, though. Brittle's really strong. Libram for infinity value. This might actually result in lethal. I don't know. Let's see. My guess is we actually won't. We'll get more damage from the Libram. Like, you're not gonna just get like 6 or 9 damage and kill him. Sometimes you will. I'm playing against the odds. Or with the odds there. I've not seen this card in 2 years. I love the first day of the meta. I really do. Oh, doggy, that's pretty good. Open as Death Rattle. I thought it was Battle Cry. Yeah. It's better as a Battle Cry for sure. Those type of effects where you don't have to wait. But it's better if you don't have to wait, but like that's, man, Hearthstone is such a cool game. The simplicity and the complexity kind of paralleled is so cool because, oh dear, what did he just pull a Ysera out of his butt? Skeletal Dragon, I ain't gonna do shit. 5, 11, 12, 13, 15, hit 1 there, slap there. I need 2 damage. I can't get 2. That's fine. Like the simplicity of, what are we talking about? These 2 damage doesn't pick conviction. Well, what did we take, Libram? We've dealt extra damage, right? That's bullshit. You can't just count conviction but not count the Libram. It's doing 1 extra damage every turn for 0 mana now. God damn it. Chat. Gotta think about this shit. Gonna set me off. Alright, you know what? I'm starting to come around on Party Up. I'm at the point where the chest burns. I've never been there. You might want to call 911. Barbed wire shark, you may be having a mild heart attack. The gambling laws prevent me from using essentially worthless channel points. Essentially worthless? Heart points? I go all in already. That is kind of annoying. I'm 9-1 at the moment. Wait a second. Okay. Good luck. Let me know when I can go. Wait, please. I'm sorry. I'm waiting. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. I don't mind playing you guys, especially when it's natural, but it is slightly frustrating when you play against somebody and they like queue into you, even if it's fair, right? They're like, I'm gonna purposefully queue into Redbeard. I've got my double Ysera deck, and I can't wait to play against the Redbeard. And it's like, yeah, like I get it. You know, I'd love to kick Ryan Styles in the throat or whatever. Like, I get it, trust me. But then you're like, okay, well, and you're like, oh, Red, you know, did you see? I killed you with my double Ysera deck. I'm like, oh yeah, that was cool, you know. I guess ruined my stream. But you know, and when it happens naturally, then it's cool. Like, it's like, okay, fine, you know, you queue in and we queue up just like any other 9-win deck. You might have the Giga deck, and sometimes people queue in and you match up and they're like, man, my deck overperformed. I had no chance against you. Like, that's just normal. But the psychological, like, if you can avoid it, where it's like, oh man, I just queued into you and I beat your butt, Redbeard. My deck only had 2 good cards and I drew them. I drew my Gnarg and my Sword Eater. Oh, what a, you know, those are the worst. No, the worst is when somebody queues into you with double Ysera. I want to play you because it feels like a no-win situation. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I do. And again, like, jokes aside, minor jokes. Anybody got my joke about Ryan Styles? That was pretty good. You know, it works on a couple levels, and maybe it doesn't work at all. I'll rewrite it if it doesn't. Still in queue, sorry. Poet says queue now. But that's the thing, right? If somebody's in the queue for 2 minutes, and then I queue right now, then I'm gonna get Lyra in 1 second. You don't want that. I don't want that. Queue against me, why not? I will concede. Poet's not 9-1. The last time Poet went 9-1, Fred Flintstone was chomping on a fucking dinosaur bone a long time ago, prehistoric ages. Once I queued up into Tazy and I lost it and it was sad. Open a magic pack. We're gonna open one more tonight before the end of the stream. Is Lyra in a... You know what? I'm gonna fucking whoop Lyra's ass. If I get an instant like a queue into Lyra, oh fuck. That'd be bad. I'll cancel, let you queue first. We're both gonna sit in the queue for 19 hours because we're the only 2 arena players on right now. And look, I gotta... like, people always criticize the queue. My queue is bugged. Lyra is somehow finding a way, despite giving me a warning, to ruin the stream. Just wait, Red, just keep waiting. Oh god. 20 years later. Lyra, time is money. The longer I'm on, the less money I make per hour. My queue is bugged. Yeah, that happens though. It's okay. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be really greedy. I don't think this deck is that good, honestly. I think it's okay. But I'm gonna look for a 1 or a 2 and have a Hand of a Doll. Instead, I got a 3 and a 4, which aren't terrible. This Sermon, which I actually like this card a lot. Against a Hunter, I am you know, far less appreciative of its power level. The Hunter games can just go so fast sometimes. 2 mana, 5/4 or whatever. You're like, ugh. You would have coined it out, so. Still got a lot of whiskey left. Holy shit. First off, Night Rainbow, thank you. I mean, I should be paying you 100,000 fractions of a bit. Equivalent of 100 bits, you know, like the way the map. Oh, I got to get whooped by old Redbeard. I was wondering how often this card would be broken, and had we not had a buff, that card would be nasty. So don't gauge it just off of having the perfect answer, but at the same time, having the perfect answer does help. But I appreciate that very much, Night Rainbow, I do. Such a kind young man, he really is. We have a lot of kind young men. Real young and kind. I'm not sure if that's better, but I'd like to diversify the threats. We should have thought about like Bola shot maybe, and maybe we did. Actually, this is the best Bola shot placement. That's funny. Where this takes 1, this takes 2, and we don't care because we get a minion still. This doesn't die. But really want to play that. Let's just keep minions. So does this, but this makes like every card we play for the rest of the game a little bit better. So I think that's fine. And I guess this could, who knows what he wants to play, I don't know. But if it fucks him up a little bit, it's fine. I do want to make a note real quick before I win this game. Meeting Stone? Chat, anybody that hyped it up, like this is why the card stinks. Off curve, it's awful. On curve, it hasn't caused any problems for us today. But the thing is, like, now he has to spend 2, I don't care if he gets a card, he has to spend 2 mana. It doesn't summon it on the board. He doesn't get a 2 mana 4/4. He gets a 2 mana shitter 2/2. Give him 100 of them. I don't care. He can fill up his hand. You know? And it's not always going to work out that way, but I think a lot of the time it will. You're just not going to have enough mana to spend on the 2/2s. 2 mana has to buy you so much more than a 2/2 taunt or a 2/2 spell damage or a 2/2 rush. It's not worth it. Sermon card is surprisingly good. Sermon card, Sermon. Oh, the 4 mana card? I liked it in the last meta, man. I had it once or twice and felt like it performed well. Wait, was I playing Lyra? Did you delete me from your friends? Oh, I'm sorry. Re-add me. I just delete people when they haven't been on for like a week or more, usually. If your name was like, is your name Lyra? I usually try, like if I recognize somebody's name from chat, and I'm really good about that, I think. But if you're Lyra on Twitch and like, you know, Gilgamesh on Hearthstone, I'm like, who's Gilgamesh? Hasn't been on in 6 days. Somebody else wants to add me, or a recent opponent wants to add me. I don't really like think like, ooh, let me take so and so off. They haven't done something. I don't really do it that way. Just Lyra? I probably have you. It showed? Okay. Whew. How am I finding party up? Better than I thought I would. Combo Joe. Hey, Combo Joe, can you do me a big favor? Can you help me test my follower button? Can you hit the follower button? I know you're not following. I know you might not want to follow. Can you hit the follow button and then see if I get a notification? And then you can unfollow later or right after if you want, which is totally fine. I get it if you hate the stream. You don't want to support me. Give me my farts. Oh, where's Night Rainbow? Night Rainbow. But Cam, have a good night. We love you too. As much as men and women can love another man or beautiful woman from Brazil, from Twitch chat, in the stream. You know what I mean? Wager? Well, everybody settle down. Night Rainbow's taking a dump. He's gonna help us. He will, please. In fact, instead of just pressed it, okay. I see a notification. I don't hear a notification. Thank you, by the way. Alert box follows enabled, but they were disabled. There is sound. Oh, it might work starting tomorrow. Let me test it real quick. Test still works. I saved settings. It was disabled, but I didn't disable it. I never clicked anything. It just disabled itself. Calm down. I was texting someone back. I'm calm. You mean them, right? Chat deck is 12. I hate chat drafts. Oh, I fucking despise them. They're so stupid. But don't you like the way we did it? I think that's, if you're going to do a chat draft, I think it's more fun that way. Where you say like, oh, high side, you get pick 27. Yo-Yo Boy, you get pick 15. Cam, you get pick 10 or whatever. You guys can pick your picks. We didn't really do that, but I kind of tried. I was like, all right, let's try. I think that's cooler. Because if you have a chat draft and you have 20 people and Zelda and Alez and Top D and High Side and Cam, you guys all vote for the card. And it's the same card I want. It's like, everybody's getting the same card. Everybody feels like they're a part of it, but you don't feel like you changed anything, you know? Whereas if you're like, oh, I'll let you, you can pick the 15th card that we get offered. I've thought about ways to do that. That interests me way more always than some random we vote and 4 out of 6 people want, you know, the same card. It's like whatever. But it's like, oh, but if you're the guy or the gal that chooses the card, you're like, hey, I chose. I put, what did you put it? Some Highside put something in our deck. I remember he put the where is he? The 5-drop. What's his name? Acolyte. Highside put the Acolyte in our deck, and there was a turn where we played. I remember something. We got an Acolyte out, and it was good. And I bet at that point he could think, hey, I contributed to the wins or the losses. Oops, shouldn't have given Redbeard that. I think that's cooler. I'm gonna go to the alerts, recent events. Who followed? I hope that was Azul. What's his name? Combo Joe and Jay Marshall. Huh. I heard one of them. This Red doesn't believe. I always believe. Are you kidding me? I believe in you guys more than I believe in Santa Claus. Follow button works. Hi guys, been hovering around here the last couple of days while work has been slow. Hey Jay Marshall, can I ask you a couple questions? 98. 98? That makes you what, 23? What's it like to be 23 in the world today? What's your job and where are you from? You don't have to answer any of that, but if you did, I'd be like, whoa. I'm thinking Jay Marshall's from Texas, by the way. Wish I was 23. Me too. I wish you were. You're so immature, this 19-year-old Adonis Highside. So annoying. I hate him with his long flowing hair and his nice virile body and his penis, which works. I despise that penis. I put a risk that I would draw 2 or 3 of the next fucking 17 turns. Never been true. Me neither. Don't worry about it, man. Life's hard. Sometimes hair grows out of the wrong places. Sometimes blood flows to the wrong spaces. Lurking and working. Hey, Joe. Happy birthday, by the way, a month ago. I remember that. Isn't great having lost a year of my early 20s due to COVID, but hey, I'm from the UK. We have a lot of UK viewers. We got Joe Padopey right there. It was his birthday the other day. I have no other follow-up. That's all I got. We got a Les. Neil. Neil is not from Australia. A wise man once said, welcome to the Dog Poop in the Mouth Club. You sicken me. But you can't welcome him. He's not subbed right now. Yeah, being younger is better. Which is, I think, probably like, you know how I talk about Hearthstone? We talk about Hearthstone, right? And it's like, oh, why does this meta suck? Oh, they offer this card. Why they offer that card? Life's a lot. Ooh, there's a big pimple back there. Life's a lot like Hearthstone in that way, where it's like, why does this meta suck? Oh, because there's too many Ysseras, right? Like, why does life suck? Well, it's because you start out. It's because you start out in the best possible circumstance. You know, a little blob of goo. Sucking on teats like nonstop. Like, hey, whoa, what are you gonna do today? Well, I don't know. Suck on teat time, right? Like, all right. What about later? Well, I'm gonna get older. I'm gonna play with toys. Oh, what do they got right now? You know, Beanie Babies? No. They got Super Mario and Super Mario Bros. 3. Got a raccoon tail and shit. Oh, okay. That's like kid like. Could you imagine, right? Like my brain in the body of an amoeba, you know what I mean? Oh, what's next? Oh, well, I got my first boner today. Oh my God, tell me about that. How was it? Very potent. It was large. As large as it'll ever be, probably. Maybe a little larger somewhere. It's like it's kind of some sort of bell curve. What are we doing? 2 and 4? Yeah, what now? Oh, hey, fallen in love for the first time. Oh my God, gee willikers, that's great. And your friends, how are they doing? Oh, they're all young like me. We're riding our bikes and our bones don't hurt. Fuck me, dude. Wow, that's great. things are just fucking, things are going well. And then like, you're not even peaking, right? It's just like you started at the top. It's still downhill from the teats. But you're still playing Mario, you're still riding your bike, your bones don't hurt. It's like, and then you turn 33, and it's like, what happened? What happened, Redbeard? Well, let me tell you, my girlfriend, I really don't want to get into this right now, but there was some really bad stuff that happened. Yeah? Well, you know, you can find somebody else. Yeah, maybe. How's your penis doing? It's broken. Your physical condition? Well, let me just say this, if hair provided external strength and it was growing out of your back, I would be very strong. Oh man, sounds like life's getting worse. I felt that at 24. I felt that at 18. I don't know, it's just all downhill. And like this is the best it'll be. Hey Red, how are you feeling 5 years from now? Well, not good. Not good is how I would describe it. That's what we have to look forward to. But until that time, I guess we'll thrive and try to win some Hearth Arena. I like this. This is a Redbeard podcast. Something I never knew I wanted. Oh, you didn't want that? I feel like everybody that watches the stream should want that. I want to do that. I like playing Hearthstone Arena. I've always told, what I'd really like to do is just do chatting. I like to play Hearthstone. I would still play 2 or 3 Hearthstone Arena, 2 or 3 hours of Hearthstone Arena a day, happily, and stream that. But what I'd like to do is just a just chatting or a podcast. I tried to get Dexter. I really did. I tried to get Dexter to set up a podcast where it was him and I. I've told you guys before, but some of you guys may not have heard. Where it was him and I. Mahungers, what up, dude? I appreciate that. I wanted to get Dexter and I to interview Hearthstone Twitch streamers, Solemn, Sunny, Dreads, Nicolina, people that we're both kind of like on good enough terms with that they would probably acquiesce to our requests. Is that a word? I don't even know what that does, but I feel like it brings us back into the game. Where we interview and like Dexter's like, so you know, Solemn, tell me how you got started on streaming. What type of equipment do you use? And I'd be like, hey Solemn, tell me, you know, what's your favorite type of butthole porn? You know, I'd ask him like a really like outlandish question, and Solemn, but we wouldn't tell him in advance. Like we just tell him, hey, you want to come on our podcast? And I guess people would figure it out pretty quickly. And I can kind of see why Dexter wouldn't want to do it, but I just thought it would have been so funny. I don't know. But thanks, Bongers. I appreciate it. You know, I wouldn't ask the same questions to Solemn as I would, you know, Nicolina or Sunglitters or anything like that. You know, I'm not an animal. I cannot see why Dexter said no. He was going through it. You know, he was going through the rigmarole, as the kids say. Dexter also, he works really hard, right? He streams a very small amount. His editor, Refugeek, and an inferior editor to Refugeek, he's always got to, you know, talk to him for 6 minutes a day, telling him what to do, and if he doesn't do it right, that he'll be fired. I'm not really sure how the other 23 hours and 56 minutes, 22 hours and 12 minutes, you know, but you know what I mean. Why is because he's busy. He's told me he was busy. It's a good deck you're facing. You know what? Why is this? Why is that 0 mana? What the glorious fuck did I just hear? Dexter essentially robbed us of our Redbeard podcast. He did. Don't blame me, blame Dexter. But thank you so much, Bonger. Sorry, I drank a little too much. I have a lot left. Was Sunny a robot? No, she's a human woman, I think. Very kind. Puts up with me. I mean, as a friend. Can I blame Dreads? No, Dreads has always been very helpful to me. He's also far more. I text and talk to Dreads far less than I talk to Dexter, but Dreads is like 100% responsive. So if I send a message to Dreads, I'll usually say something like, "Hey Dreads, I have a question. Is it okay if I ask, for your help or something?" And then he'll write back like at some point, usually pretty promptly, "Sure, bud, what's up?" Kind of something like that. And I'm like, "Hey, I've got to sign a contract. What do you think?" Or I have a sponsorship offer. What do you think about price? Or, "Hey, somebody in chat said this and I said that, and it's a little bit of friction. What do you think?" And he's always really good about it. This is probably why he's going to be, he's been a great dad. He'll continue to be a great dad. He has a lot of good dad vibes. Dexter, sometimes I'll be like, "Dexter, I'm laying down and this is the end. This is my last day on Earth." And then like 4 days later, I'd be like, "Oh, Mr. Redbeard, sorry, I was, spelunking through the volcanoes of Maui. I was going on my golden yacht, And I'm like, "Dexter, this isn't what I want to hear right now. Like, I don't need to hear this. I just need you to respond 4 days ago." That's usually how it goes. Redbeard and Wickedy podcast. We had Wickedy once, I think, or twice, maybe once, maybe 0 times. Wickedy was on T-Bone Malone's stream. If anybody that doesn't know T-Bone, man, that's a genuinely nice human. Really nice to know him. Very lucky to have met him through Twitch. But he was streaming and let Wickedy on his stream. And it was maybe top 5 streams I've ever seen on Twitch. It was like watching Radiohead at your local coffee shop perform to like 12 people or whatever. It was phenomenal. There were clips. We probably have sound bites somewhere saved on the internet. Really just a treasure to have experienced some of that in person. But I think then we learned not to allow Wickedy in a public forum, not to allow him onto the internet, like where he has a real voice. I think was the best. We all decided collectively, the Redbeard community, it's best not to have Wickedy in the public eye. I'm gonna hit it because I want my spell. If he buffs it and free trades it, it's really bad for us. Keep him away from everyone. He's not as bad as you say, Smelly. He's just a troll that probably... maybe you disagree. I'm sorry. What I mean is I think he's a troll that sometimes goes too far and it's offensive, but I don't think he's actually a bad person. Maybe he's given off different vibes elsewhere, but I think Wickedy's just a guy that like sometimes whiffs on his jokes. But that's, as a patented out-and-out jokester myself, I feel like it happens sometimes. Not to excuse, anybody's misbehaviors, but T-Bone Malone is a good name. It is. Why did we start talking about T-Bone? What were we talking about? Oh, the Wickedy podcast, not allowing him on. But so anyway, where I was going with that, it's some, discrepancies. This card is actually good for the first time in life. Play this and this. It still chomps this. Oh, yuck. How am I doing today? I just want to lay down. Never get back up again. Text Dexter, have him not respond to me. That's okay. This is all right. Not only, but primarily because we have the rally, and I'm like, you know what? They're coming back anyway, baby. Lose to a Battlegrounds card. Do we though? I mean, I made a strategic decision there where I was like, I know I'm getting the 3-drop back, so a 4 mana Goody 2 shield is I think worth it. That's why that card's so crazy, because I'd spend 4 mana on it and not feel like I'm getting the worst deal. Like that 4 mana 5/1 Divine Shield you can play, and it's kind of bad, but sometimes it's good. This is just better. This is better than that turd, right? If I get a hand of a doll, I'll take it. I know we have Blessing, but we'll get Blessing from this. I'm almost certain at this point. Pretty good still. New place? I'm house sitting for my sister. Time for the Tiny Frog's War Cry, I feel. I was trying to play a specific song. Apparently I played it half an hour ago. That's not good. Okay. I gotta pee. Anyway, I drank too much. Oh, the song's going on for a long time. Alright. I got you, Jordy. Hey, Big Hunty, come here. Oh, okay. Forget about it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't look how many minions I was pulling. I thought I was getting 6. What the fuck was that? Are the commands dead? Nightbot might be struggling. That's not a command. Nightbot might be going through some shit. Let's try to do this a little better this turn. Oh, fuck. Man, we would have been in a much better position had we not made that goof. Today runs. Hey, Nightbot there. What's up with that? If you win this game, do you want to play for 12 wins? If I share my deck list, if you win, I sub and gift a sub. We'll pause the stream? Sure. Sub's great. That sounds delightful. Close to 6'2". Whenever somebody asks my height, I say 5'11", so they feel confused. That was my confession. Let me ask you something, Zell. 1, how are you? 2, what the hell is wrong with you, bud? Why would you do that to people? All the holy spells, not just one? That card is insane. All of them? I think I've only ever discounted 1. Being able to play that, and some other shit, that is nutty. It's nutty loco. Big money, Keymaster, win the game. Red Beard make a lot of misplays. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm rapping like Dreads over here. I'm so drunk. This must be how he feels. I can play this. Oh, I think I might have lethal. No. Maybe though. This is always coming down. Got 10, 11. Oh, I can't play them both. 10, 3, 4. This is kind of good, actually. You do only 11. So close, huh? We're very close. I gotta pee. This is over. I gotta go pee. I only stuck around so I could queue up before I go pee. That's all. If we're gonna play Lyra, good luck to Lyra. This will be the last game of tonight's stream, okay? YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to the video and all that crap. Twitch, make sure you follow. Trash Queen, make sure you stick around for 10 minutes so we can open a Magic the Gathering pack. Good luck to everybody. Here's my list. I'll pause when you hit the play button. Okay. this. Molly, I don't want that one. Two dogs? Okay. I'm gonna close this door too. It's freaking free. Am I playing Lyra? We are. Hey, good luck, Lyra. Oh, that's already so much. Oh, warmer. Sunny? Is Sunny here? What's happening? Greater than 4 weeks, easy. Oh crap, Sunny raided us. I was peeing. I was doing stuff. Sunny, we got arena rotation. They care about arena again. They care about arena again. Thanks so much for the raid, Sunny. I really appreciate that. Oh god, where's Sunny? Can I send Sunny a message on the side? Oh, I love this tune. Oh, fuck. Let me send Sunny a... maybe she doesn't want... Hey, Vinny, what up, Vin? What's up, Vinny? Did I miss everything? Lyra, turn off the stream. Lyra said he would pause once we... What the fuck is that card? Wait, did that... Oh, it hit me once. Lyra said they would pause once if we did queue up against each other. Libram of Judgment wins the game. I mean, Libram of Judgment? Justice? Oh, the 7. Yeah, that's right. That was yours. Man, this is so good. A weapon with a 7 drop next turn feels so good. I mean, that's so far away, right? That's 7, 8, 9, 10, or 7, 8, 9. That's so far away. I don't think we can wait. I think we have to do this. It feels a little bad. You know, right? I know. That's what I'm thinking. 3 and then play the other 3. Everything gets Divine Shield this turn. By everything, I mean my 2 shitters. I have no idea. Trade there. Play this. I have no idea. I have no idea if that's right or not. I think it is, though. How long has it been since Red cut his toenails? Oh, I cut him like 2 days ago. What the hell? Everybody lose all their points. Shit. Shit! How is that card fair? Oh, it deals to his hero. Okay, that card is not fair. That card is not fair. I will say that. That card should not deal 6 damage. Why does it deal 6 or 2? Card should deal fucking 4. The card would be insane at 4 damage. The longer Redbeard's beard is, the more I love the guy. If he ever became Redbeard Adams, I would make a log cabin and force him to live there, digging and putting his required internet cables. I have to dig my own cables? Alright, we need... No, I needed 2 poisons. Quote sad. I can smell the toenail fungus from here. No way, you just cut them. I actually... I'm pretty, what's the word? I shower a lot. I scrubbed my toes recently with a boar's head brush. And when I did, I thought about Queenie, which made me feel shame, because I usually don't. But I thought, you know what, these toes look as suckable as they'll ever look. Who followed? Thanks again to Sun Glitters for raiding us. Arcus, wait, is that, hold on a second. Is Arcus Blurby's Arcus? Is that, did I mix that up? If not, I love Blurby. If that does make me think of Blurby. He did an Arcus tournament. Unless it's a different person, in which case maybe I made that up. But either way, it's great to have you here. It's got a crush. I have a crush? Oh, because I scrub my toes? Not entirely. 4-4? 4-3. We definitely start here. All of our shit gets increased in size or whatever. We just bump here. I think I'm gonna hold the blessing, huh? Which is the worst one? Rush? And if he has a board clear, you know what? Fuck him. Fuck my dear friend Lyra. It's got like a board clear. I think I'd rather just get out of the way of a Hellfire or a School Spirits or something. Oh, Shy emote is so cute. Wish we had it. If you link it, I'll get it in. If you link it for me, Mr. Zelda. That's the deal I'll make for you, right? Silas, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 plus a freeze. We should have played around Silas. Could we have? What? Doesn't have Hellfire? Could top deck a Hellfire. Gets 2 draws a turn. Okay, Zelda, help me figure out what to take off. What do you want to take off that we don't use? I don't have lethal. What is that? Oh my god. Oh no, coolant. Oh no. I can't get rid of Pepe Smack. Les will kill me. He will kill me if he doesn't have his Pepe Smack. I wish they'd let me get 200 emotes. I'd pay $10 a month for... I'd pay $10 I'd double or whatever for double emote slots. You still work with the ice cream from time to time? I haven't for a while, a long time. Take something off which you never see. No, that doesn't work. Because I never see shit, and then they're all in weird commands. And then a Les will come in and be like, hey, you know, it'll be like, ooh, Monkey Poo command, and then it doesn't show up, and he's like, what the fuck, where's Monkey Poo? And I'm like, hey, Zelda told me to take off the one I never see. And then he's like, oh, you're ratting out Zelda, that's bad. I'm like, I don't... Just talking here, I'm just getting in trouble left and right. I hope I have lethal. Rustworm. I need, what's it called? You know the one I need. The something something. That's pretty close to it. I don't know if that's it, but... Oh my god. This is what always happens. I get in trouble. They're all in emote. They're all in commands is the problem. Nobody uses this, but I love this one. Nobody uses the Pokemon Trainer. I'm not getting rid of Pokemon Trainer, no way. Not a chance. Take off Pepe Jammer. Okay. I like it too because Poet holds so much clout that if Poet says take it off and LS says, where's Pepe Jammer? I can be like, hey, Poet said take it off. And I begged him not to. Pepe Jammer? Oh, you're right. They're the same thing, huh? All right, it's out. That's out. Pepe Shy is in now, okay? You can do it, Zelda. I did a lot of work. Guys, it was a blast today. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. If you guys have not currently checked out Sun Glitter's stream, consider doing so because she was kind enough to raid us, which therefore makes it better content than other people. In addition to her high level of skill, incredible chat interactivity, and wonderful personality. Those are the only reasons I would recommend her. Outside of that, I don't really see much personally. But on that same note, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button because this one's going on YouTube. We just added Peepo Shy to the Twitch channel, so get your butts over here if you've never been here on YouTube. And turn on comments and notifications. We're listening to music over here. We've been given permission from Dead Life to play this tune, a very famous synthwave composer, and let me go ahead and say it. My personal best friend on planet Earth. Give me a minute. I have to re-enter my billing. Hey, don't worry, Lyra. If not, it's totally cool. Good game, by the way. And I'm really glad I won. And I hope you win your next 100 games. Wow, dude. Wow, oh my god. Everybody always whines, oh, I got golden cards. I would much rather get 35 gold and 2 golden cards. Party Up was fucking pure fire. I might have been wrong about that card. It was really good. It did a lot of things. It's an awesome run. Thanks, Mr. Redbeard, man. Chat draft smashing it. That wasn't a chat draft. 4 people picked suboptimal cards, and I was able to just expertly navigate around their terrible picks. High side with the big taunt that was actually